Hello everyone, I'm Ben with the BTC Sessions. I'm here in Vancouver, Canada, and today I'd like to bring to you an interview that I had with a very interesting guy by the name of Gary Lachance. Now, he is head of the Decentralized Dance Party, or one of the creators of, and he's been on the open source and decentralization train since before it was cool. In fact, he found out about Bitcoin and crypto in 2011, and he had already been into this whole movement for a few years at that point, so it was just kind of a natural synchronicity that was discovered there. So I do encourage you to watch through this whole interview. This guy is an interesting dude, and what seems like it may be like a persona or an act is not. This is who this guy is. He is living everything that he exudes on the screen that you see here, and really listen to what he has to say, because there are some great points made here in a fun way that's inclusive for all. So please enjoy this interview with Gary from DDP, the Decentralized Dance Party. Alright, well, first of all, before you even introduce yourself, thank you for welcoming me into your humble abode. Can you let the people at home know who you are and what you do, I suppose?
My name is Gary, and my primary preoccupation is decentralizing the world as rapidly and enjoyably as possible through a variety of means.
That's a lofty goal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you seem very dedicated to it, from what I can see.
Yeah, I mean, to me it's the only real sensible way that I should be applying myself. Just taking like a macro analysis of the world and the roots of all the unpleasant things. I think it all stems from centralized power structures. Realized that quite a while ago. And then with the open source movement, cryptocurrencies, and everything else, realized that that was the best way forward. Started working in that direction. You've
done it a very radical way. You've given me something to wear here. You refer to these as what, power bands?
Yes.
You've also given me some sweet shades. I feel a little already deeply connected to you in that shades are your thing, and also mine, although different style, but I can appreciate these.
Those are really nice.
Yeah, I'm glad you let me wear them.
Where'd you pick those up?
They were bestowed upon me by a somebody like-minded, we'll say. So let people know about, you are part of something called, well, maybe you can talk a little bit about what this DDP here stands for.
So the DDP is the Decentralized Dance Party, an open source party concept where we have an high-powered FM radio transmitter in a backpack that beams music out wirelessly to hundreds of old vintage boomboxes. They're all tuned into our frequency. And then DJ from an iPod, you can control the volume, skip tracks, and I have a microphone hooked up so I can speak through all the boomboxes. We have a starting point where we hand out about 100 to people and then lead them on a roaming party adventure through city streets. And that's how it works, technically.
Now, you're saying this, but I don't think people really, even just in hearing it, get the concept of how insane this is. Where have you gone? Where have you done this? I mean, I know there's lots of places, but like, list a few.
Yeah, I mean, we started here in Vancouver 2009, so almost 9 years now we've been going, and we've done 80-something parties all over the world, tours across Canada and the USA and Europe. We've even been to the Middle East now. And yeah, pretty much all self-booked, self-funded, crowd-funded, which is decentralized fundraising, and it's been unbelievable. It's like,
I think What I want to do right now is just, I'll keep it brief, but right now I'm going to cut to a clip of a little bit of what you've done.
Yeah, I mean, in line with my vision for a decentralized world, I don't believe that copyrights should exist, so.
You were already getting into the idea of decentralization as the dawn of cryptocurrency was kind of happening. Like it coincided with it. How did they come together, and what happened first? What was your journey into crypto and decentralization and this whole idea, this whole movement?
I guess it goes way back to just being super fascinated and stoked by the Wikipedia in the early 2000s and the whole open source movement, and as a filmmaker remixing video footage and seeing how much copyrights were hindering creativity and knowledge and just the evolution of humankind. And yeah, I got way into that, way into open source philosophy, and yeah, I just saw open source and decentralization as the new zeitgeist, new paradigm, way forward. And then I got turned on to Bitcoin in 2011. Someone shared it on the DDP page, and I was like, this is it. This is what we've been waiting for.
It was out there beforehand, and it aligned so much with what you wanted and what you were trying to exude through your projects you were already working on, that it wasn't that you found Bitcoin and then created this. It's that you were already in that life and it kind of found you, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. And there's a good quote from Roger Ver about, like, if you don't have a background in open source and like unconventional economics, you wouldn't really know what you were looking at when you saw Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
But I had this weird knowledge base, so as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, this is the thing. Like, way back, it was $3 a coin and no one knew about it, and it was just like this unproven weird experiment. I went to, when Occupy was first starting in 2011, I was super fired up, and I was like, wow, this is like an open source protest movement, and I was like, this is going to be big. Like, just the first early days, and I was like, wow, like, I really hope they get the right message here. And I went up and I gave a speech. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
For these reasons, I believe that decentralized sound systems would be a great asset to the Occupy movement.
I did, yeah.
And I was like, guys, I really think the idea or the message should be open source and decentralization, not like fighting these existing power structures, not being anti-banks or rich people or whatever, like building new systems, and that's the way things should be going. Only in the last year, really, has it started to be like a cultural movement, like the whole conscious decentralization, crypto consciousness movement. And people are really seeing the overlap with like creativity and, like, I guess you'd call it decentralized spirituality. And people are really seeing exactly what the DDP is and the power of it and the potential of it and how all these things that we're building intersect. So
one of the things I really like about everything here is that you're more or less trying to champion a bit of a revolution, but in a fun, ridiculous, almost I don't want to say non-confrontational, but non-negative way. It's very positive, it's very fun, and anybody can just join in, but at the same time you're trying to actually build something that will benefit people, and not just in wearing awesome ass bands around their arms. It's actually a movement that you truly believe in, and you're just doing it in this over the top hilarious way.
Yeah, I mean, my philosophy on this thing, ever since I gave the future will not be centralized speech at Occupy 7 years ago or whatever it was, is like, this shouldn't be a resistance movement, it should be an acceptance movement. And I think that's what's unique about the decentralization revolution, is we don't have to fight these existing power structures. We can just route around them, bypass all the things that we feel are illegitimate, and include everyone. So invite the bankers, invite the government people, invite the cops, and if we have that kind of message, I think it's way more powerful and it's going to be way more effective. And like the DDP's proven that. We've never had a permit, we've never got permission for any of these giant parties with thousands of people in 9 years. And at first we were like what are the cops gonna do? Like, but they saw, and we were very respectful and careful about it, and we had like bright clothing on and balloons and happy music, and like they showed up and they're just like, what you're doing is okay, we just want to make sure everyone stays safe. We had so many nights where they just showed up and gave us like a full escort, impromptu escort through the city, and like had their lights and sirens going and just helped us, and it was like the coolest, most powerful and compelling validation of my theory that this can happen.
Well, how can somebody look at this and feel threatened, right? It's again, it's non-confrontational. It's a join us kind of movement, and I think you've proven that in what. Yeah, right. And it's just you've proven it in how much this thing has grown over time. It's so if people want to find out about DDP and learn about it, where do they go? Where do they find that?
Yeah, if they want to go learn more, theddp.com, THEDDP.com, or you just search Decentralized Dance Party, you'll find many things. And yeah, if you go deep on the website, there's tons of blogs and articles and links to all kinds of stuff from our storied past.
Awesome. And you're involved in more than just DDP. So like there's gonna be in Vancouver coming up, there's Doge-con, correct? And do you want to share anything about that? What's happening there? I don't know how in on what's going on you are, but
I won't go into the details, but when Doge-coin first appeared on the scene, late 2013, we were all just crazy about it. And this face and this slightly askew, slightly perplexed eyeball, this face of the new Buddha, as many of us have termed it. I got obsessed with that, and we were doing the Hootsuite Christmas party, and there was a weird scene in like the early hours of the morning where we were just like yelling at the CEO, just beseeching him to do the whole Hootsuite payroll paid in Doge-coin. Like,
how did that go?
I mean, he's super cool. He was, I think he heard us, but he didn't do it. And it's crazy because it went up like 100x in the next week or two, so everyone would have been so rich. But that was kind of where it started, and then we were just like, just went crazy with it. Like we were doing the first Doge party in the streets of Vancouver at CoinFest and on the news, and like we had Doges everywhere, and we're making shirts, and I mean, yeah, just that. I mean, it kind of encapsulates the DDP spirit of fun and lightheartedness and irreverence, and I think that's very important for turning people onto this whole revolution. Like, you can explain the technicals of Bitcoin to 99% of the population is just going to glaze over and not care, but if you can have a fun and whimsical vehicle for it, and you say like, this is the new world we're building, it's not just going to be like banking and like, it's going to be so efficient. That doesn't get people.
It's not exciting for everybody, right? So
yeah, I mean, that's the thing too, like if we're not having fun with this whole decentralization revolution and making great friendships and connections every step of the way, then like, what's the point?
Yeah.
We're gonna build a new world that's just like really efficient. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
But the whole thing can be a party and an adventure and the best time ever, and everyone can be included. And it's like that's the answer to this polarization and all the hate and fear and everything that I believe stems from centralized power structures everywhere.
So this thing that's happening here, it's over a few days. You've got some fun kind of it's not a conventional kind of like crypto conference. No, it's more of a fun interactive event that's going to be happening.
It's going to be 4 days of just scavenger hunts, and we're going to do a giant DDP, and we're doing a State of the Decentralized Union address in this building, the WASC Center for Dialogue, which is, it looks like the UN. It's all these like amazing like wood circular stands where everyone has a microphone.
Yeah.
Edifying and inspiring crypto event the world has ever seen.
That's awesome. I'll put links to that below as well, so people can go check it out if you're in the Vancouver area.
Yeah, it's the 21st to 24th.
Awesome, sweet. Yeah, it's and it'll be around Vancouver in various spots. So I'll post about that. I've got to say it's an eclectic mix of stuff that you have here. It looks like it's been accrued over an extended period of time, perhaps. It's the one thing I wanted to comment on is do you ever get comments on how like overall chill you are, but then there's like this your personality is like juxtaposed onto this like larger than life, I don't know, background and outfit, and so do you get comments on that, or is it just everybody's like, oh, this is just Gary and that's him?
Yeah, I guess people who don't know me very well comment on it, and people that do are used to it.
Yeah.
It's definitely a funny juxtaposition.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny to have a very calm, monotone voice on the mic at these parties.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
And in these outfits. I guess I've just had such a crazy life that not much is exciting day to day.
You just take everything in stride.
Pretty much.
That's
when the Doge-con prices go up.
Yeah.
That's when I'm most excited.
Jumping on couches. That's great. Awesome.
Seriously though, it's a strange phenomenon.
It is.
And not even because I have a few.
Couple. Spare a few.
Yeah. I mean, that's our goal too, is to see this. Like, we did an interview back in 2014 where I made the slightly bold proclamation that Doge-con was the future of all trade and commerce worldwide.
Is that why there's dogs everywhere around me? What is the story? I don't even know what's going on.
So there's this beautiful Doge, and basically everyone
You can't even take it seriously, Tom.
It was necessary to create a currency for it.
Oh.
And it's going to basically overtake LITECOIN, Bitcoin, every other coin, and ultimately
Have a big
future of
party?
all trade and commerce worldwide.
Is that why there's a rocket in front of me?
I don't know why that's there.
Perfect.
I think it can happen.
Yeah.
I know it can happen.
Let's push for it. It's happening. Insert Ron Paul gif here.
Yeah. But I had the idea for selling peace bonds to finance our world tour. And the idea being that we would sell $1 million worth of these digital peace bonds on the Doge-coin blockchain. Use that to finance our world tour. And then the idea is to unite the whole planet in joyous celebration. Bring everyone together for a crazy night of global unity ultimately. And then figured we'll have to win the Nobel Peace Prize.
Well, obviously.
Which is worth over $1 million.
There we go.
And then during our acceptance speech, we'll make the suggestion that every country in the world should allocate half of their defense budget for that year to partying. So that's like trillion or something.
Yeah.
Instead of like bombs and guns, it's just like warplanes doing party sonic booms and just like the best sound systems. Like, can you imagine $1 trillion of like audio gear and like, confetti launchers and whatever else? Like, and then the whole world will be partying together on another level. World peace will be achieved. Win the Nobel Prize twice.
There we go.
Everyone doubles their money.
Yeah, right?
And we get sued by the SEC.
Yeah.
Go to jail.
Well, if they're not in there already, you know, they'll be buying under the table. Right?
I mean, they're invited to the party, so
yeah,
it'll all work out.
What I was hoping we could do is maybe just get a quick snapshot of some of the eclectic things that you've collected, because I've got to say, like, considering how much stuff is here, it's not messy. It's very well put together and presented, and it seems very intentional the way that things are organized. And
yeah, you're here on a good day. So yeah, I'm just setting up this shelf here. We did a shift recently. It's a megaphone from one of the tours. Time clock, that was a prop for the Strictly Business tour, as was this Rolodex. This is just an awesome prop. Wear this out to any party, you'll instantly be having a good time. Meeting friends. So it's not bad, right? This is another sweet. Grass-fed Jeff has the other one. It has like a shoulder harness, so he always wears this, his out to clubs. Just being like the front row.
are you
Ready?
good?
Not that good. If I can do that.
That's awesome.
Then there's like this is how someone was commenting on this the other day. It was bundled like this when I got it.
So what is that? What does it say there?
It's the Getting the Love You Want video workshop for couples, as seen on Oprah.
What is this? What is this here? There's like those things up top. Oh man.
Yeah, for some reason I've just had this fascination and love for weird fitness equipment from the 90s. Like, this made sense to like a focus group room full of people, and like it got produced.
The Butt Master.
People bought it and watched it. We did Camp Decentral at Burning Man this past year. So I got these printed up and we hung them in the dome for our speaker series. So this is a sign where we've been starting to sell these vintage shades. We got like 1,000 pairs if anyone wants them. I think this is it. If it's battered and burned, it's the one. We used to just rip around the city on bikes with this strap to the back and just do these all-night bike rides, and that's how the DDP started.
What is on the wall here?
It's a lovely wall hanging from the flea market. It's actually really nice. So people come in and they see it and they're like, yeah, it's actually really nice. Yes, I love this. Can you see it?
Oh yeah.
This is the first cool boombox I ever got.
Oh wow. Oh my god. What? What?
I picked this up last summer. It's pretty nice.
that's
no offense to the Kim family.
Yeah.
So yeah.
6
second abs program. Amazing results. Includes the exercise and diet plan as seen on TV. Up to 15 times more effective than a regular crunch. DVD inside.
Wow.
You could have that body. So we just built this. This is the whiteboard room. Don't have a fancy name for it yet. Thanks to Idea Paint. They sponsored us to get this paint, and now the whole room is just this wicked space for ideation and mapping out master plans and visions, and yeah, I gotta get in here. So this is our very highly treasured boom case. Boomcase.com. It's amazing, super loud, clear, hand-built. Collection of my shades from over the years, and this is a map of everywhere we've partied around the world. A lot of those multiple times, and hopefully soon. Many more to come.
I've got to say, Gary, thank you again for inviting me here to truly experience the hidden realm of the DDP. your again, your humble abode. It's been enlightening.
Illuminating?
Yeah, illuminating, nice. I would say. Once again, where can people find you?
On the internet.
On the internet.
The DDP.com. If you search Gary Lachance or Decentralized Dance Party, you'll find all sorts of lovely things. Thank you for enjoying this interview with us and becoming honorary members of the DDP. So, thank you. Yeah. Just realized I've been manspreading the whole interview. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe, drop a tip if you're able to, and share this video. Also, if you'd like to help the show in another way, click the link down below to grab yourself a Ledger hardware wallet to help secure your crypto. I'll see you guys next time on the BTC Sessions.